Ooh, that's a lovely pair of twins and some sticks. What the hell has twins and sticks got to do with gaming? Hey everyone, how are you doing? This is Mark from Digital Age Gaming. Thank you for coming out and watching another video, and today you're going to be looking at Assault Android Cactus Plus on the Switch. If you didn't quite get that little intro that I did, because it was a bit stupid, obviously twins and some sticks, twin stick shooter, get it? Twins, never mind, must do better next time, eh? So yeah, this game is developed by Witchbeam, and it launched on the Switch, I believe, on the 8th of March, so it's been out a couple of weeks, almost by now. As I said, this is a twin stick shooter, and kind of if you like or you have a passion for those types of games, I'm telling you now, you are in for a treat with this game right off the bat. The visuals are gorgeous, especially in portable mode. You got bright colours, great character models, enemy designs, level designs, and the layout, and also the music really pulses and pounds. It's like a drum stroke synth affair, and certainly fits the games well. But let's have a look at the front end, shall we? So you've got play, leaderboards, collections, and options. So in options you have audio settings, obviously your music, sound effects and volume. You can turn developer commentary on and off, subtitles, so we'll leave that as it is. Game settings, leaderboards, which shows your best scores, your friends, and where you place overall. Boss dialogue, default, or you can skip it. Vibrations on. Invert the y-axis and language. Accessibility, so you got fire method is default or inverse. Color filter, you got different modes for the colors. Enemy hit flash, screen shake, automatic aim. Actually, I'll turn that off. And revive assist, so when you die it kind of helps you come back. So we'll put that on automatic. And then obviously credits. Leaderboards, so have a quick look at leaderboards. As I say, it shows the best scores, your score. So I'm ranked 403rd on the first stage with an S, obviously, but you can get higher, S plus, but never mind about that. If I press X, that's the top, so they're the best players. And what's really filled me with joy is, see where it says on the right, page 1 of however many. You know, about a week ago that was page 1 of like 50 or 60. A few days ago it's page 1 of 100, 110. Now it's page 1 of 165. So more and more people are actually getting this game, and I'm really pleased about that. And your friends list, I have one friend who has it, Nacho, and he's obviously worse than me because he's lower than me. Collections, we'll have a look at collections a bit later, because there's some stuff in there that might set this game apart even more from other games of its ilk. But let's go into play. Now when you go into play, yes, this game does have a story mode, the campaign. You've got Infinity Drive, which is kind of like a boss rush type, where you survive as long as you can and rack up as big a score as you can. And Daily Drive, which plonks you into a once a day, one shot attempt at lasting as long as you can and scoring as big a score as you can. Okay, so you've got a few game modes to choose from, but let's go into campaign. Now, kudos to the developers. This is an independently developed game, and I'll show you in a little while, because obviously I've seen them, so it bypasses it by default. But the intro movie, 3D modelled assets and characters and that, which they didn't have to do, and for an independently developed game, you know, and like the character on here, Cactus, 3D modelled, looks fantastic, you know, looks cute. It's just, I don't know, it's just that extra icing on the top. But yeah, you've got 4 characters you can choose from. You've got Cactus, Holly, Lemon, and Coral. Now I've unlocked another character. There's actually about 6 other characters you can unlock by playing through the campaign, basically, and you can also unlock different coloured costumes for them by, again, playing through the campaign, getting high scores and such. So I've also unlocked Starch, Starch has got as a primary weapon, you have two weapons, primary and secondary. She's got a laser, and secondary weapon is micro missiles. Starch, who I've unlocked a costume, so if I push down the D-pad, you can see she has an assault weapon and a flamethrower. Holly has a seeker missile and a cannonball. Lemon has a spread shot and a rocket, and Coral has a shotgun and a plasma field. Now I'm going to go with Cactus. Click that, and also this bit. This is the level select, and again, it could have just been text based. You know, select level 1, 2, or 3. But they've modelled it in 3D, like this grid based system, and you basically. So when you first start, you start here. This is tutorial level, and then you proceed to level 1, zone 1, stage 1. Stage 2 and so forth. So if I go to stage 1, as you can see, it tells you the level name and the stage, and it also shows you if you've done it before, it will show you which character you've done it with and what their highest rank was. So I've done it with 2 other characters and I've got an S with both. You can also look at the leaderboards to see what the best score is and see what your best score is so far. So 261,783. Okay, so let's start. You press A, and I've been playing this game for a few years now on PC because that's where it first launched, and it's just such an awesome game. Okay, so like I say, it's a twin stick shooter, so the left stick moves you, and the controls are very responsive in this, and they need to be for this kind of game. So I guess you would expect that, but you know, some games don't nail that, but this one does. So the left stick moves you, the right stick aims your gun, and ZR, or ZR if you're American, is fire. So I've got a weapon upgrade there. So you've got various different enemies coming at you, and certain, you know, sometimes they'll drop upgrades like weapon upgrade, slow time, freeze the enemies. So in the top middle you can see that's my battery. Okay, now as I'm firing, that battery is going down. And what you have to do is, see that green battery, you have to keep collecting the green batteries if you can when they pop up. If you don't, your battery will run out and that's game over. As long as you keep collecting the batteries and don't die, you will keep going. So that's basically the aim of the game. Yeah, survive and get as high a score as possible. But I mean, the level designs, the enemies are varied. They come at you from all directions. So you're constantly on your toes. I mean, I'm running. Yeah, there's an upgrade. Look at that. There's a mini boss. Okay, let's take these out. And like I say, the controls. Yay, finished it. I can take a sip of my hot cup of tea. Got an A. I got an S. Is that my highest? 200 and no, my highest is on the right near the bottom. In the middle, 261,783. I got 226,725. Oh well, still pretty good. So once you finish, you can either go straight to the next one, replay the level, go to stage select. I'll go to stage select, and I'll go to stage. Let's go to stage. Got an S on that one. Let's go to filament, zone 1, stage 3. And sometimes the levels will morph, like during the middle of the level, and change the layout, and again it looks great. It you know, changes up your play style. Like I say, the enemies look great. The AI is, I guess it doesn't have to be brilliant because they're basically just spawning and coming towards you, but like I say, the controls are absolutely spot on. If I make a mistake, a lot of the time, if I'm, you know, just by myself, I'll be like, poxy game or something like that. But if I'm honest, nah, it was my fault. So if I can change my weapon by pressing the L shoulder button, well, and then look, I've got a flamethrower for a short period of time. There you go. That throws the enemies. Okay, whoa. Oh, there's a battery, got it. Whoa. Like I said, if you just want to relax, well, I say relax. See, that throws the enemies for a short time, so I can quickly destroy them. Those white, like, crystals, that's your credits that you can earn in game, so try and collect as many of those as possible. Yay. Whoa. You should flamethrower on him. Yeah, done him. as you can see, look, it runs very smoothly. I must admit, I've not noticed any frame drops. Oh, so if you die, keep pressing ZR or ZR and you should respawn. But you can only respawn a certain number of times. Okay, let's get rid of this tower. And like the effect there where it goes dark and you know you can only see them when they are much closer to you. Whoa, I'm trying to get that power up and I can't. There we go. Let's destroy a few of them. Whoa, my weapon's really weak at the moment. I'm not going to make it. Well, I might do. We'll have to see. But like I say, if you even have a passing interest in these types of games, seriously, you have to give this game a thought. You know, watch this video if you are, then you are, thank you. Watch some other videos, you know, watch some gameplay, because it really is, it's probably my favourite shoot 'em up on Switch at the moment. Actually, it is my favourite shoot 'em up, I'd have to say. It's that good of a game. Okay, let's go to a boss stage. At the end of each actual main level, not the mini levels that you play, but the main, this level, zone 1, you have a boss. Okay, so this one is Embryo, and as you can see, my highest rank is D. The bosses in this that I've faced so far, they're not easy, put it that way. They are pretty hard. Okay, so let's have a look. They have some pretty wild firing patterns. So, Production Overlord Embryo. I'm not going to spoil the story for you. I may show you part of the intro animation movie, but I'm not going to spoil it for you. See, look, jeez, it just jumped on me straight away. Whoa, whoa, see what I mean? It is so hard. Look at that. You just don't have time to move. Look, see what I mean? It is so hard. Look. It took me, I'd say, 7, 8, 9 attempts to beat this first boss. Easily. Whoa, I need that battery, and I could do with that power up. Whoa! And trying to keep your gun lined on. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Yep. Oh my god. Give me that battery, please. Give me that battery. Here we go. Oh, the missiles. The missiles. I'm probably not going to succeed on this attempt, but it's just to give you an idea what the first boss is like, and as you go forward, other bosses are sometimes harder. Whoa! He's moving a lot faster now. Jeez. Oh no! It's alright. Oh, what? And now I'm moving slower, but he's not. Ah, give me that battery. Ugh. Oh lord, oh lord. When you're trying to dodge bullets and keep the gun pointed on him, it's not easy, I'm telling you now. Obviously I'm crap, but I'm probably making it look slightly harder, but it's not easy. Ah, now we're talking, buddy. I'm going to wipe you out. Oh my god, I got killed by a flipping missile. Crazy. Flipping crazy, bro. But he's firing 2 dodgy weapons now. That is mean. That's crazy. But we've nearly got him. Nearly. And we got him. I actually did him. I did him. Oh, time for slip of tea. Okay. I might fall here, but do not underestimate the combined might of the other section lords. Okay, let's go past that. I probably got a D on that, maybe a C if I'm lucky. No, a D. Brilliant. And no, I didn't beat my... Did I? Oh, not quite. Didn't beat my score. Okay, so let's go to stage select. Let's go to zone 2. Give you a quick look at that. So zone 2 is right shoulder button once you've unlocked it. Let's just pick a level. Let's go to Influx, because I've only got a C on that one. But yeah, I love this game. When I saw it coming to Switch, man, it means I don't have to sit on my desktop PC. And like they use different colours, different layouts. Oh tap fire, of course. And it just, I don't know, it's very clean, very polished. Like I say, it came out a few years ago on Steam, and that's where I first played it. And I played it for months and months and months. And then kind of dropped off because I stopped playing games on my PC, really. Even though I've got a dedicated gaming PC, I don't use it for gaming. Which, bit of a waste, I guess. That should freeze them. Yes, kill a couple. Battery. Okay. Like I say, you've also got the daily grind. You've got Infinity Rush. So you know, this game's also got local 2-player co-op, so 2 people can be playing at the same time. Can never underestimate the appeal of local co-op, especially in a game like this. You know, it would probably make it slightly easier. But yeah, couch co-op, twin stick shooter. That's old school, man. That's old school. Okay, let's finish these off if we can. This should freeze them. There we go. See, look, level morphed slightly that time. Whoa. Firepower. Music is very good. Sound effects are, for the most part, good. Some of the sound effects really thump and, you know, make their presence known. Which, you know, can only be a good thing, and again adds to the atmosphere. Let's use a flamethrower. Ah, I died. Son of a gun. Oh no, there's the battery, and I'm... Oh no. No! Son of a beer! Thank you. Oh, look at that. You're worrying about one enemy, and then you've got rocket launchers that just sit there firing out these rockets. And that's what I say. It's not easy. Oh, my lord. I'm going to die. I'm not going to make it. Which might be a good thing in a way, because I have to get on with this. Let's look at... and I finished it. Okay, so that's the gameplay. That's basically it. And I believe there's 25 actual levels, so around 5 stages, each with about 4 or 5 levels each. So we'll go to the main menu. If you die, you can retry, select another stage, or select another Android. We'll go to main menu. And let's go back to that collections option that was in the options. So let's have a look. So in collections, see in game, those white crystals that keep dropping, if you collect those, that's your credits you earn. Okay, so you've got codex, art gallery, movie gallery, EX options, jukebox, and sound test. So if we look at codex, okay, so this first tab tells you all about your character. Okay, so cactus, holly, lemon, coral, and starch. You can unlock other characters, and it also tells you about the bosses you faced. Oh, I faced another boss, but I haven't beat him yet. That's why. And as you unlock new characters, it will appear here, and you get a backstory, which again they didn't have to do, but they went to the effort of putting in backstories for each character. With the right stick, you can zoom in, spin them around, and look, fully 3D models. They look great. Zoom out. Okay. Right on the D-pad or left takes you to auxiliary. Not sure about this one. It's all the different planets, which I'm not sure. Maybe they appear in the game at some point. They tell you about these planets or whatever. These ones you can buy. Like Mars is 150 credits. Down the bottom, in the middle, you can see I've got 1,966. I'm not going to buy one, but like Earth, birthplace of humanity. Really? Okay, and you've got all different planets. And then if you go to bestiary, this is all the enemies you faced so far. So keg, hunter keg, mega keg. Restricted ones are ones you haven't faced yet, so you haven't unlocked them. And there's quite a few. So, you know, again, they didn't have to do this stuff, but they did it, and it all adds to the overall package. Let's come out of there. So you've got art gallery. Again, lots of things you can get and look at. I've bought these ones. So licorice. You know, it's just art done by some of the developers, artists obviously. And again, it's not something you're going to be, cooing over and looking at all the time. But again, they went to that effort when they didn't have to. They could have just concentrated on the core game, but they concentrated on the core game as well as doing all this other stuff. But again, like, there's the characters. So you got Cactus. So the 200 each. I don't think the characters go up in price, do they? No. Toasterite Angel. Oh, that one looks awesome. That one looks awesome. And then you've got concept art illustrations. So movie gallery, like I said, there's an intro movie, another movie, and there's obviously 2 more that you can unlock. So this is part of the intro movie. While I take a sip of tea. Again, 3D character, 3D models that they've rendered, animated. All right, the textures could be higher, but that's not the point of it. It does what it needs to do. Full voice acting. My tea's getting cold. All right, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but obviously you can watch them if you get the game, which I really suggest you do. You got jukebox. There's 18 tracks. Again, as you go through the game, you unlock new tracks. The music is really good in this game. I like it. It fits the game. I guess the tracks that I've unlocked so far, they kind of sound similar, but I guess that's because the instruments they're using are the same, like synthesizers, drums, kind of thing. But yeah, wide selection of music tracks, and obviously you've got a sound test as well. And you can unlock sounds and that. I think there's about 500 different sounds, 526. But let's go to EX options, the last option. Okay, so in here is where you're probably going to spend most of your credits, although some of the options are quite expensive. So let's have a look. So this one that I bought, rubber music. Let the flow of the battle affect the speed of the music. So turn it off. The game plays as the developers intended, and the music plays as the developers intended. Turn it on, and the battle, how you play, how quick you are, how many enemies you kill, will dictate how the music plays, which, adds a little bit of spice to the game, I guess. You can also get normal size head mode, subject the androids to the indignity of regular human proportions. How awesome and grotesque that would be, actually. That's 1,000 credits. Some of them, because they kind of boost your ability to not cheat but get further in the game. As you can see, score has got a circle with a line going through it because they stop you from posting scores online, like this one. Join in AI partners for artificial friendship. So single player, you'll get an AI partner helping you, which, yeah, take on co-op enemy counts all by yourself. So gives you a virtual player kind of thing. Duplicate characters for when everyone wants to pick the same character. So if your friend picks Holly and you want to pick Holly, you both can. Whereas if you have this turned off, you can't. And mega weapons. Swap out your secondary equipment for mega hardware. Up the top we've got no HUD. Removes all the HUD elements. This one that I got is psychedelic visual filter. Simulate altered cognition and perception. Scorched visual filter for those who look forwards, spelling there, to a gritty post-apocalyptic future. JJ visual filter for those who enjoy being around bright Hollywood stars. Remove a dimensional element with nice isometric perspective, so you actually change the camera angle. And this one, see the world from an android's viewpoint, first person camera, so you get to play the game in first person. That's 5,000 credits, which I haven't got yet. How amazing is that? I wish I had got it so I could show you, but I'm still working towards it. But how amazing is that? You can play the game in first person, basically. Again, this is stuff that they added that they didn't need to, that I don't know any other twin stick shooter that adds a first person mode, or even some of these other options, but it just adds to an already fantastic package. And this is just awesome. If you hadn't already guessed, I love this game. Absolutely love it. As I said, my favourite shoot 'em up, twin stick shooter shoot 'em up on Switch, without a doubt. So yeah, there should have been some graphics coming up at the bottom left telling you when it came out. So it's out already. I think it's £17.99 and $20. So it's one of the pricier independently developed games, but definitely worth it. Seriously, if my video hasn't convinced you, check out some other gameplay, some other YouTubers or whatever. and you know, continue to have a look, but definitely give this a go. Seriously, absolutely worth the money. And like I say, if you just even got a passing interest in first person, I'm thinking about that EX option in twin stick shooters. Seriously, I don't think you're going to be disappointed with this game. So that's my look at Assault Android Cactus Plus on Switch. Yeah, I love the game, as you can tell. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving it a like on YouTube. If you didn't, obviously give it a dislike and maybe leave a comment why you didn't like it. If you're not already subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe button. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope I see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Stay safe and keep gaming.